Hi Guelph, it's Mayor Cam Guthrie here, and I'm coming to you today after the announcement which was just made by the province in regards to the new lockdown measures that are going to be in place starting on April the 3rd and will last for 4 weeks, and it is province-wide. I'm going to give you some of the highlights of what I've heard today about some new rules, and I'm going to, intermix a little bit of my own opinions and thoughts maybe as we go, so I appreciate you sticking with me. The first question I kind of ask myself, and maybe many of you probably do as well, is why? Why is this happening? And so from what I've heard today is that the province is extremely concerned with the extreme increase of new variants of COVID-19. As much over the last year we've been fighting what we've known as to be COVID-19, these new variants are becoming more and more prevalent throughout the province, including here in Guelph. In fact, the modeling showed today that if nothing was done, there'd be up to 6,000 cases within Ontario within a month. And of course, that's completely unacceptable. ICU capacity is also a huge problem. And what is most troubling to me is that most of the new cases are now occurring in much younger and younger people, and many of them are dying. We need to put the brakes, or as the province is calling it, the emergency brake, on this issue. And the only way they feel that they can do that is by implementing this province-wide shutdown. So here's some of the rules. Unfortunately, these rules are going to be difficult to hear because we know it's going to affect many of you that are business owners or employees that work at these places. We also know that you may be a friend, a family member, a coworker to these people that have gone through so much turmoil over this last year. But here they are. Restaurants will have to close for indoor dining and outdoor dining, including patios, for the 4 weeks. Pickup and takeout delivery, of course, is still available, and I would really encourage the community to try their very best to support these restaurants as much as you can over the month of April during this difficult time. Gyms, unfortunately, you're closed again. This even includes group fitness outside or training outside. That will be closed yet again. If you are in retail, essential retail will be allowed to be open at a 50% capacity. Non-essential, including big box stores this time, will be capped at 25%. Now, when it comes to gatherings, you cannot intermingle with people outside of your household, and including a cap of 5. 5 not only indoors, but 5 even outdoors. And even then, you must remain physically distanced, and you have to wear a mask. If you are a personal care worker or business, such as a barber or a hair salon, also all that type of personal care, you are unfortunately going to be closed down again. And to all those businesses that I've just mentioned, and there's probably a few more, I want to speak to you directly right now. The province indicated today that they're leaving the small business support grant open for another week until April the 7th. And so I really would appreciate if you haven't looked into applying for those grants, that you do that now while this window of opportunity is still there. And now I'm going to give you my opinion. Mostly my opinion through to you, Premier, if you happen to be watching this. These small businesses have gone through more than enough. And the first phase of these grants provided them up to $20,000. And then a couple weeks ago in the budget, you doubled that again for a total of $40,000. Both of those happened after the first wave and then the second wave. What I did not hear today, Premier, was how you would increase it yet again, because we know we're now going through a third wave and a third shutdown. Premier, these businesses deserve more than what they are currently getting. And I ask you respectfully and humbly to make this a priority. It's not enough. I had a business owner call me yesterday who started crying on the phone with me because she just can't handle it anymore. The supports aren't enough. please quickly find a way to give more to these businesses. Secondly, even if you can't get more, which I hope you do, you have to look at the eligibility and the criteria under the current application. There are still gaps. Premier, we need to be able to fill those gaps and help these people out. I implore you to please do that. When it comes to religious service, weddings, funerals, and such, that will be capped at 15%, or outdoors is allowed, but everybody who attends has to remain within a spread of 2 meters. I was asked a question today that I really appreciated from somebody, and it was, how are you doing? And you know what? I think everybody, we're getting to a point where it's starting to take its toll. And as much as we want to try to remain strong on this issue, even me as the mayor, it is becoming increasingly more and more difficult. And so I want you to please hear me when I say that there are so many services and people out there that care about everybody. And if we are really truly in this together, then we have to show it. Show it in our words and show it in our actions. And if you need any type of help at all, please use any of the mental health services that are available during this time. Don't wait. Please talk about it. Please reach out to people so we can get through this together. If we can fill this gap, the gap between now and when the vaccines come, we will have a wonderful summer and fall. So we have to do it again. We have to do it again for your own health, and we have to do it for the health of others. Stay strong, Guelph. We got this. We know we can do it. I hope you're with me. Take care. Bye-bye.